Great. The title of my speech is Don't Throw Out My Legos. For time, may I please do a 2 down with the C at 9:30. Who's keeping time?
You got the quicker hand.
That's all good. Sounds good. Everyone has a celebrity look-alike. Well, at least according to BuzzFeed. My look-alike? Hollywood icon Boss Baby. I've since ditched the pacifier, but the comparison still stands. I've been compared to a fully grown adult ever since I was in diapers. On the playground, I networked with parents, shook their hands, gave out coupons to my lemonade stands. I put daycare facilitator on my college application because I was the line leader. Most kids go through dinosaur or rainbow loom phases, but no. I was a train enthusiast. I collected only the finest Lego City train sets, with a layout so efficient, it rivaled Amtrak. But I'm not the only one taking this proverbial express train into adulthood, a process which the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health defines as parentification. The journal furthers. Parentification is the process of giving kids the responsibilities of adult life with all of its associated stressors. However, no matter our maturity, we don't have the coping skills or frontal lobes that we need to be adults until we turn 25, which makes it clear that our society is so eager to prepare our kids for their adult lives that in turn, we are denying them of a proper childhood. So today, let's explore how we make bosses out of babies. Next, examine the inevitable tantrums, before finally learning some solutions to help us give our 2 weeks notice to parentification. I've been my school's class president for the last 4 years running, and my platform is very simple. At 17, I already looked and acted like a 40-year-old. I have the joint pain to prove it. Why do I care about my 401k? And why do I know what a 401k even is? There are 2 key culprits to adultification: the home and the screen. First, many parents parentify their kids by accident. Children learn through observation, how to walk, talk, and behave. So when parents overwork, kids will naturally inherit the pressure. It's simple psychology. A businessman father pacing on a work call during family game night teaches his kids to value work over play. Perhaps that's why the Harvard Business Review of November 2018 finds a very strong correlation between a child's emotional stability and how much their fathers let their work issues spill into family time. In these cases, work isn't just stealing our play, it's depriving us of proper health. And as parents stress the value of achievement, defining their kids by academic success, the solution then becomes clear: that you're only valuable when you're useful. So of course kids will want to learn to work, no matter the age. And if parents don't do good enough of a job, well, the internet is quick to close the loop. Children of yesteryear played with Legos, but kids nowadays have screens everywhere. Don't believe me? Just go down to your local Chili's and look at every kid watching YouTube on their iPad. Internet usage like this is dangerous in excess. It hyperstimulates our minds at an age when receptors for dopamine in our brains are still fragile and developing, harboring dangerous, if not permanent, screen addictions. And the internet easily throws adult content at our young and malleable minds. Neuropsychologist Jennifer Gola in January 2022 finds that nearly a quarter of kids ages 7 through 10, that's elementary schoolers, access internet porn at least once per month. It's adults' duty to protect their kids from the real world, and yet we are throwing them to the wolves of reality as if it were normal. So whether I'm class president, a camp counselor, or even a public speaker, My value will always center on my responsibility and dependability. In other words, I'm only good when I'm working. So, how did we get here? Well, it's simple. We have to valorize work because we know the world will not be there to protect us kids if, and more importantly, when we fail. This is because our kids are the products of a vicious productivity culture. Look at British philosopher Herbert Spencer's 1880 theory of social Darwinism, which states that only the fittest members of society shall run the world. One who is fit is one who works hard, saves money, and accumulates wealth. But if you don't do those three things, well, then you are just unfit, lazy, and worthless. So of course, our kids want to be worth something, but after years of first world capitalist growth, we've conflated this sense of morality with our own vision of wealth, productivity, and money. So yes, kids will learn to work, like their parents did and their grandparents before them from an early age. Because what are we, if not the fittest? But the worst part is that Spencer's right. Our world has no social safety net to protect kids who want to act like kids and struggle like kids. Dr. Thomas Kern of London School of Economics and Behavior Science finds that parents, when considering their kids' futures, place excessive expectations on their kids because, quote, our society demands it, or our kids fall down the social ladder. But for us, students by nature, yet kids at heart, this pressure to grow older faster leaves us feeling undue stress in all of our lives, afflicting us in our own unique yet detrimental ways. For me, I obsessed over that maturity I was labeled for having. So from an early age, I accustomed myself to get rid of Legos, swap the baseball cards for business cards. I took harder classes, aimed for that perfect SAT score, took up an activity where the dress code are suits, and told myself I can't wait to grow up. But now, as a senior in what might be his last round of competitive speech and debate ever, saying goodbye to this activity has made me realize that I grew up quickly, all right. Too quickly. I only had 17 years to be a stupid kid doing stupid kid things. And yet I didn't. Because I worked. And now, I embark on a journey of the next 70 years of work. Admittedly, growing up isn't all that bad. I would miss asking my parents to pick me up from my girlfriend's house at night, or having to do the fitness gram pacer test. But childhood is a necessity. So how do we reclaim it? Well, first, let's start by redefining rest as a necessity to our physical, social, and mental health. Ever been told to sleep on it before? That's because our brain needs rest in order to function properly. Scientific American of June 2016 finds that during periods of downtime, our brain can process recent information, consolidate new data, and self-reflect on itself and the world around us better than any other time in our day. Meaning we must include rest both young and old to achieve anything that we're working on. In any of these cases, laziness and slowness like this isn't a sign of immaturity. Rather, it's the most practical step we can take to succeed. But more importantly, we must reclaim our inner child to become well-adjusted adults. This means to stop being ashamed of reliving the beautiful parts of just being a kid. At its core, embracing your childhood means not being afraid to share in that sense of openness, kindness, and optimism that we savored when we were kids. In my favorite song, Don't Throw Out My Legos by the band AJR, they ask simply, can we keep my Legos at home? And the answer is yes. I'm proud of my recently reclaimed love for Lego sets because it reminds me that through whatever I may face in life, I can always just step back and be a kid. Next line in that song asks, well, what if I can't let go? And to which I say, it's all right. We don't have to let go of our childhoods. In fact, we're forced to relinquish them prematurely. Today, we've learned to de-prentify ourselves. We're learning how we are adultified, why it sticks, and most importantly, how to ditch the boss, baby. We all deserve to be young at heart. And that is a lesson that, much like my Lego train station, nobody can dare throw out. Thank you. What was my time on that? 10:20. 10:20? Thank you so much.